Good evening. Welcome to Laylaemily. If this is your first time here, welcome. Please enjoy my video and don't forget to subscribe if you like what you see. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be making what we call bag charms, or people call them purse dangles. These are charms that I make with the elastic. I have some findings that have the connectors that hang right on the charms, right on the bags. I've already made 3 different bag charms, and I will show you what you need to do to be able to create your own bag charms. I'll put below where you can find some of these items. These beads I did get from Hobby Lobby. The large charms that are at the bottom of the bag charms, these I did order from eBay. And then I have some additional beads that I did buy at Walmart the other day. I saw them hanging. I said, oh, those are so beautiful. And of course, turquoise is my favorite color, so I had to buy these because it has a lot of my favorite color on the charm, so I'm going to do something with them. I also have some spacers. They like to get away here. I like to have the spacers between the beads, and that's all we need. If you don't like to use the elastic, I like the elastic. I'm comfortable working with it. I also have the filament that you can use. And I have some wire, some fine wire that also came with some of my beads and items. So I'm gonna use these 3 charms tonight, and I'm going to collect my beads, and I will be right back. So the first thing I'm going to do is take this length of elastic. I'm going to grab a finding, and I'm going to attach the length of elastic to the finding. I'm going to run this through, pull it tight, and then I'm going to get ready and layer the beads. I've got 5 black and white beads, along with the little spacers, And we're going to use this beautiful fox pendant. So we want to make sure that this is tight. I just need to trim this at that end. And I'm going to run two beads and two spacers through the double and we're just gonna fill these up. These have nice large holes in there so we can see that. I apologize, I am working in my living room tonight. My craft room is not completely set up yet, so that's a work in progress. I've only been in my home a few months, so we're just gonna get this all together. Okay, so I've got two beads. Actually, I'll put 3 down. Make sure these are tight. Make sure you can see what I'm doing as I'm threading this down. Now I have 3 beads on, and I'm going to separate. I'm just going to put that down there, and I'm going to put the remaining beads on one at a time. And you'll see why in a minute. We're going to make sure this is nice and tight. I've got a spacer. Next. Then I'm going to put the charm on. And then I'm going to run this through, back up, the beads till we can join with the other side of the string elastic. Okay, so we can see this. Gonna run it through. One more. nice and tight. I'm going to tie this in a knot. And I'm going to do a surgeon's knot, which is 1 loop, 2 loops through here. Pull it tight. Then I'm going to trim this. And I'm going to tuck this inside this bead. This one I can tuck inside this bead. This way it is out of sight. Sometimes I just have to give it a little help to get in there. And just tuck it right in there. And we have a beautiful bag charm that you'll be proud to hang from your purse. So next we're going to do the turquoise and white horse with the gold trim. So I'm going to take, again, I'm going to take my elastic we're going to make it nice and tight. And then we're going to put our different beads right on the elastic. I've got a bead and a spacer. Another bead, and I try to make sure that my beads, of course, do coordinate with my okay, this is a little tight. Let me just make sure that my beads openings are large enough. I have my little drill here because I'm using my little drill to keep my elastic in place after I secure it. Okay. I got both pieces in there. The spacer, let's put in another spacer. These are nice spacers because they have wide openings. So it's easy to put the two pieces elastic in. I like using the elastic. I feel it'll last stronger when you place your bags. I'm gonna do one more. Bead. Look how pretty that is. Then I'm going to split this. And I'm going to add the spacer. Bead. A spacer. Another bead. Another spacer. And our charm. Okay, now we're going to feed our elastic back through the beads and the spacers. I'll tighten it when we get through to where we're going. Okay, do the spacer. Through the other bead. I'm doing this looking through the camera, that's difficult. Trying to do it so you can also see this better. And not to see my hands in your way. I don't want to do that. I'm pulling this tight. Oh, look how pretty that is. With the turquoise and the gold, that picks up the gold around the pony and the white. Okay, now I'm gonna pull this tight. make a knot. Pull it tight, and one more little knot. And we're going to trim it. Okay, next we're going to do the big floppy-eared dog. And again, we're going to take our elastic and we're going to secure it onto the bag charm tie. I have 5 different colored beads. I'm not using any of the spacers on this one. I'm just using the larger beads, just for a change. So we're gonna put 2 beads. Beads through. Sometimes if the elastic doesn't want to go all the way through, sometimes you just have to work on the hole in the bead. I have a little tool. It's a little hand drill, and I can use that to secure the hole on the bead. Then this time I'm doing 3 beads up, and then I'm separating this. I'm doing the 2 beads, and then I'll add the charm. And this time we're going with yellow and white and red. We go through the charm, and we're going to go back up through the beads. We'll pull it tight as we go. Let's pull this tight. This is going to be really cute. Pull it really tight. And I'm going to tie my knots. and my elastic. I'm going to tuck it in. It's a little tight here, which is good. So I can tuck this in here. Sometimes I have to do that off camera because I have to have it closer to me so I can see what I'm doing here. This one's tucked in here. And I'm going to tuck this red one, this into the red one. Okay. There we go. And we have another bag charm. Look how cute these are. Thank you for watching my video. Like I said, if you like this video, please subscribe if you want to see more like this video. I do all kinds of arts and crafts, and make sure you give me a thumbs up, and you can leave a comment below. I will answer it. Thank you. Good evening. So I've secured the elastic, and here we have this beautiful little bag charm, the pony.